San Pablo Wildlife Refuge, home to millions of ducks and migrating waterfowl. It's a scenic location nestled between Vallejo and Fairfield. But right off the Highway 37 bridge, there's something not so scenic. Google Maps calls it the lone toilet.
It's gonna be like this the whole way.
And it's really hard to get to.
The big question now is, how do we get over there?
The even bigger question is, why's the toilet out there? The lone toilet is in the middle of a marsh, surrounded by pools of deep water. The only way to get to the toilet is with a raft. You see, the water is well over my head, and it's freezing.
I made it!
Alright, so my rafting skills are not so graceful.
Help!
But at least I made it across with a fully inflated raft, unlike my photographer, Pedro Garcia.
John! Semi-sick. Oh, it's broken.
No! We got a hole! How are we gonna get back? If popping the raft wasn't bad enough, things only got worse once I reached the toilet.
No.
At least the last person put the seat down. Needless to say, the lone toilet is not much to look at. In fact, the view from Highway 37 is probably as close as you want to get to this thing.
I'm not exactly sure about the plumbing of this thing.
As disgusting as this thing is, the burning question still stands. Why is this toilet out here?
Yes, my grandfather built this outhouse in the late 1920s.
This is Wally Ladeau, and his grandfather's toilet used to be attached to the family duck hunting cabin.
He not only had a window in his outhouse, but he had 2 holes in the outhouse. So people could come in and visit with him and talk problems of the world.
Okay, so Wally's grandpa was sort of a strange dude, but so were all the people that visited his grandpa's toilet.
It's the only thing left from a little town.
The little town was Tubbs Island, and many of the neighbors here used the lone toilet. In fact, Wally is writing a book about one very interesting neighbor who used the toilet.
Richard Fresh Air Dick Jansen.
You seem to know a lot about Mr. Jansen.
Probably too much.
If you thought this toilet story couldn't get any stranger, Wally's about to take us down the most crooked rabbit hole you've ever seen.
He got the name Fresh Air Dick because when he worked on the sailing ships as a kid, he always slept on the deck of the boat.
Dick was a Russian orphan who found himself traveling the world on a sailboat. He worked as a carpenter until the ripe age of 26, when the boat docked in the San Francisco Bay.
And decided he'd had enough of this sea life and he was going to settle into Sonoma and become a bohemian artist.
So you're probably wondering, what kind of art does old Fresh Air Dick want to make? If you guessed wooden decoy ducks, you nailed it right on the head.
Being an artist, he carved by far the best decoys. By far.
Dick made some pretty good money selling the wooden decoys to hunters, and he did it from the comfort of his homemade wooden ark.
He didn't have sheets. He had sails, canvas cut up, and he'd pile them on top of each other and crawl in between them to sleep.
Okay, so you may not find some fine linens on the ark, but Dick did enjoy fine music.
And he had a Victrola wind-up record player that played European string music.
Fresh Air Dick was truly an artist. Many of his decoys became collector's items, and people loved to watch him make his decoys.
He would chop the decoys out of these blocks to the music with a chip, 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 bang, 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 whop, 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 tap, 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 tap.
Richard Fresh Air Dick Jansen was a legend along Sonoma Creek. Wally admired him when he was a kid, and today he's trying to preserve all the decoys that the man made.
His own life, his own rules, didn't have to pay attention to anybody else. He did what he wanted to do, and that appealed to me.
Wally even paid to have the Highway 37 bridge named after Fresh Air Dick.
The state of California wouldn't allow the Fresh Air Dick on there. He just sign said Richard Fresh Air Jansen.
The lone toilet is all that's left of an eclectic community. Dick's wooden ark in the town of Tubbs is now under several feet of mud, never to be visited again. And maybe that's a good thing. On the marshlands of Sonoma County, I'm John Bartell. Hope to see you on the back road.
Hey, thanks for watching, and watch more videos just like this. Also, write in the comments where I should be checking out next.